How to Think in English 20 Simple Steps. The reason you can't speak English fluently, the reason you can't speak English clearly without stopping, without hesitation, without fear, is because you always think in your first language. And today we will fix that. Maybe you're thinking, what do you mean, thinking in my first language? Well, let me ask you something. When someone speaks English to you, what happens inside your head? You hear the words, you translate them to your language. You think of an answer in your language, whether the language is Spanish, Arabic, Kurdish, German, whatever the language is. You translate what the person said into that language, your mother tongue. You try to think of an answer in that same language, and then you translate it back to English in your head, and then you finally speak. By the time you say something, the person has already moved on from the conversation because it's not natural. There's a lot of delay. And this is the number one reason you get nervous, you get anxious, and you just want to give up. And this is not because of your grammar. It's not because you don't know enough vocabulary words. No. Your brain is doing double the work. Your brain is working overtime. Fluent English speakers don't translate in their head. Even myself, I learned English as a second language. Even the first year when I was learning English, I started thinking in English. Of course, it was not easy, but it was step by step. And today we're going to talk about that. How did I do it and how you can do it too. How can you stop thinking in your first language and start thinking in English directly? Because native speakers don't do that. Fluent English speakers don't do that. And you can also train your brain to do the same. You just have to follow the right methods and use the right techniques, the right method of learning, right? Because maybe you're not learning English correctly, and maybe you're not using the right techniques. Here are 20 small, simple steps that will help you stop translating in your head and start thinking in English. The first one is listening to short stories daily. Stories teach your brain natural English without rules, without grammar, without analyzing the language. Listening is a natural way to learn languages. I mean, think about children. Children learn their mother tongue through listening because listening trains your brain to not analyze the language. You don't think about the grammar. You don't think about past tense. Oh, why do we have ed and all that? No, you focus on meaning. And through listening to short stories every day, you stop thinking too much about the rules and focus on meaning. You learn to focus on communication. That's number one. Number two, focus on lessons a little above your level. So if you're reading a story and it's too easy for you, then try to go a little bit higher in the lesson. Start practicing with lessons that are easy enough to understand, hard enough to learn from, and hard enough to challenge you. If you understand 70% of the lesson or more, that's perfect. Keep going. Number three, stop translating in your head. If you understand the meaning, then don't translate in your head. Like if you're understanding what I am saying right now, then don't try to translate it in your head to understand it better. Just listen without thinking about the rules. Why do we use this word here? Why do we use this grammar here? No, just listen and stop translating. Just copy what you hear and read without translating, as long as you understand what you're reading. Step number 4, learn phrases, not single words. The reason English learners get frustrated and disappointed is because they go and bring long lists of words and they try to memorize the words, and they go study grammar books to try to speak correctly. But this will only make you translate in your head more and think about the language more and more and more, and that's not good. You're not going to become fluent in English by learning single words, by memorizing long lists of words. Your brain remembers groups of words better than lists of words, because groups of words, like you're reading a phrase in a story, there's a picture. You can think about what happened in the story, and the word makes you think about the story when you learn it. And that's because your brain likes meaning and visualizing. Your brain does not like rules, especially when it comes to learning languages. The brain doesn't like to think about rules and analyzing grammar. When you're reading a story or listening to a podcast episode and you hear a new word or phrase, write it down with the complete sentence where it's used. This is how you learn phrases. This is how you increase your vocabulary words, and this will make you stop thinking in your first language because you're learning the word the way it's used and you are going to use it without thinking. Step number 5, listen before you speak. Right now, you're listening to this podcast. You're thinking, I understand everything you're saying, but I can't speak the same way you do. That's normal because listening comes first. Babies listen for months and months before they learn how to talk. So adults have to do the same if they want to learn the language naturally. Maybe you have to listen for a year or 2. And of course, during this time, you start speaking English, but not fluently because you need more and more input. So practice listening every single day and get your ears used to the sounds in English. So you don't have to talk so much. Number 6, repeat the same audio many times. You are listening to this podcast episode. Don't watch it one time and move on to the next lesson. Come back and listen to it again. This will help you make the lessons that I'm teaching you go deep into your brain and you will not forget it. So you have to repeat the same audio many times. Each time you listen to a lesson again, you understand it more. And each time you listen to a story again, you train your brain to think less, and this will help you speak without thinking. Repetition builds fluency. Step number 7, watch English movies and TV shows with English subtitles. Your eyes and ears learn together. The more you listen and read at the same time, the easier it gets for you to speak without thinking. When you're listening and you're reading, you're going to match the sound with the words, and this will help you speak and read everything you learned correctly. So yeah, movies with subtitles, TV shows with subtitles. Make sure you're watching with the caption on. This will help you understand and not miss any information. And of course, it will help you stop thinking less and less in your first language. Number 8, name objects around you in English. So your office, your room, write stuff down in English. If you don't know what this is called, you put cup. If you want to remember, cup, table, office desk, door handle, phone charger, counter, mirror, nightstand. Make your environment around you your English classroom. And of course, this is another really important tip. Change your phone's language to English. You cannot learn to think in English if your phone is still in Arabic. If your phone's language is still Arabic or Spanish or Portuguese, you need to change that to English. This will help you automatically start thinking in English. Change your phone's language to English. Do it right now. Number 9, describe your day silently in English. I'm drinking coffee. The sun is bright. The light is on. And hey, that is thinking in English in action. So you're going to start thinking in English without thinking about it. I hope that makes sense. Number 10, read and listen at the same time. So it's best if you're reading a book and you have the audio, read and listen at the same time. Or again, this podcast, you're reading the caption or the subtitle and listening at the same time. Reading and listening to short stories, less audiobooks and novels at the same time is one of the best ways to improve your listening, your speaking, and to help you start thinking more and more in English. This is the fastest way to connect sound with meaning. There are many tools available to help you read and listen at the same time. Podcasts, YouTube videos, TikTok. Most of these apps have caption or subtitles on the videos. So you can turn them on and read and listen at the same time. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link to my podcast is in the description below. My TikTok, my Instagram, my newsletter. I have a newsletter as well. So I'll be putting all those links in the description below. And I have over 250 podcast episodes that can help you improve your English the easy way. And I have lesson packages that you can buy in the description, that you can buy and download to your laptop, your tablet instantly and start learning English naturally. My lessons are designed to help you start thinking in English. All right? So make sure you do that. Number 11, choose content that you enjoy. If you're enjoying this video, then subscribe and watch my other videos too, because language needs to be fun. If it's boring, you're going to give up. You'll quit. If you love it, you'll keep going. Choose lessons, topics, and content that you enjoy practicing English with. Number 12, let grammar come from listening and reading. Learning a language is not like math. Like I said it before, you cannot memorize the rules, the grammar rules to learn the language. This is not how it works. I promise you, you can study the grammar for 5 years and you will still not become fluent. The key is listening and reading. You cannot learn the rules and then apply them in speaking and writing. No, you listen, you read, you learn, and then you figure out the rules along the way without thinking too much about the rules. Extra bonus advice is copy what you hear, copy what you read. I always tell my students, the best way to improve your speaking is listening. The best way to improve your writing is reading, because you can copy the rules from the reading into your writing. Step number 13, say simple actions in English as you do them. Like, I'm opening the door, I'm opening the garage, I'm making coffee. Live your life in English. If you don't want people to think you're weird, then just think these actions. You don't have to say them out loud. You can just say them in your head, like I said earlier. Thinking in English, you can just do that. But at home, when you're by yourself, you're driving your car, just say stuff in English, okay? 14, use slow and clear audio at first. Speed will come later. Fluency will come later. Understanding needs to come first. Listen to and read stories and audio lessons that are easy for you to understand. If it's too difficult, you're going to give up. 15, listen deeply with full focus. 10 minutes of focused listening is better than 1 hour of distracted listening and background noise. Some people say, oh yeah, I can learn English while I'm asleep. I'm just going to take a nap and listen to an English lesson. No, your brain needs to be active. Go for a run, go for a walk and listen. Sit down and have your notebook with you and listen to a lesson, complete a lesson from beginning to end with full focus. 10 minutes of that, 20 minutes of that is better than 2 hours of just distracted listening, right? Like maybe you're watching this video right now, but you're scrolling on your phone on TikTok. I'm sorry, you're not going to learn anything from this, right? Your brain will be scattered. You can do other things that do not distract you, like washing dishes, going for a walk, driving, because you don't need to focus too much on that and you can still practice. But the best way is listening with full focus. Remove distractions, find a quiet place, put your phone on do not disturb, DND, and listen and read with 100% focus. 16, talk to yourself in English every day. People think it's weird, but I used to do this all the time. I'll talk to myself in the mirror. I would record my voice with my phone. While speaking English, I would, like a voice journal, talk about my day, talk about what happened yesterday. If you listen to a story, then you can summarize it to yourself, Talk to yourself in English. Push yourself. Motivate yourself by recording your voice or talking to the camera. Do not judge and criticize yourself. Be your own best speaking partner. I mean, you're always available for yourself, right? So take advantage of that and speak to yourself. I promise you, one of the best ways or one of the most important techniques that I used for improving my English was through talking to myself. Like I was driving and just be talking to myself. I'd be listening to a podcast episode and repeating after it as if I am a part of the conversation. So you need to speak more and talk to yourself more and more and more. You have to be a little weird with your goals, Be passionate and motivated to keep going without caring about what other people think. This is really, really important, right? Number 17, spend 1 to 2 hours every day reading and listening. This is the best way to help you start thinking in English, and of course, if you want to make real progress in English. Make listening to English your daily routine. Listen while driving, listen while walking, listen while riding the bus or train, listen while cleaning the house or washing dishes. Create opportunities to listen every day on the go. Yesterday, I decided to get back to my Arabic practice lessons, and I found a YouTube channel. And of course, in Arabic, he was talking about the same thing. The guy was saying that listening is so easy. It's not like reading a book where you have to sit and pay attention to the words that you're reading. Listening is so easy. You can do it on the way. And the best part is that it's one of the best ways to improve your language. So it's so easy, guys. And we have so many tools available for listening. Like I said, here on YouTube, podcast, other apps that we have, audiobooks, apps for audiobooks, right? You don't need to make it complicated. You just need 2-3 tools or apps to use every day. YouTube is like an ocean, unlimited number of videos and lessons that you can practice English with. And by the way, like I said, make sure to subscribe to my channel, write a comment if you are learning from this video. Number 18, listen more than you study. Input, listening, and reading come first. These two come first. Output, writing, and speaking come later. This is how the brain really learns information, especially languages. Input first, output next. 19, give yourself time to improve. This is something that you really need to think about. You have to be patient. Fluency, thinking in English, speaking confidently, speaking effortlessly, take time. It's a journey. It's not a marathon. It's not a race like, oh, next year by this time, I will complete my fluency journey. No, I have been studying English for over 14 years. I still make mistakes. I'm still learning things here and there. I'm not perfect, but you have to look at fluency and growth as a journey, and you have to trust the process and be patient. Finally, number 20, make English part of your life. Don't make English practice a boring chore or a class that you take. Make it a priority and a part of your daily life that you love and care about so much, like your job, like your goals, and your future. Because I always say, if learning English is not on top of the list for you, then you don't really care about it. It's not important. But if you really care about it, then look at it like it's your job. Think about it like it's as important as your job, your goals, and your future. I mean, ultimately, learning and becoming fluent in English will help you in your job, your goals, and your future. So treat it that way and take it seriously. Last thing I wanted to say is that you don't really need the best English teacher. You don't need expensive apps. You don't need to move to an English-speaking country. The tools are right in front of you. Your smartphone, your laptop, your tablet, and your books. You need daily input, listening and reading. You need practice and patience. This is how you'll be able to stop translating in your head and start thinking in English. Now, my challenge for you is that pick 3 of these tips from the list, just 3, not more, and start doing them. Start practicing with these tips or steps every day for 1 or 2 weeks. And I promise you, you will start seeing big results and huge amount of progress in your English. And I hope this video was helpful. And if it was, please let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe and share this video with your friends. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.